So, I'm back. Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I am here finally with my top 11, because that's the number now, of what I'm gonna reach for in fall of 2023. I know, again, I'm late on this, and this is Middle Eastern edition. So I feel like I have to say this because otherwise you guys will point this out. A lot of these are clones, because that's a thing. And these are just the ones I'm gonna wear, and I'll tell you for one reason or another why I'm gonna wear them, because some of them I'm gonna wear because I'm testing them and they're just most appropriate for fall. So I'm also gonna say I've done reviews on all but two of these. This has never really happened before. Normally I'm like 8 short of 11. So let's go ahead and start by one that I know is like a hype beast, so I feel like I need to get it out of the way early. From the house of Latafa, it's Latafa Khamra. And I'm going to try to link all of these down below. I know this one's a hype beast. It is obviously a clone of Kilian's Angel Share, but it's not the same. I always have an issue with this top. I feel like I just opened it wrong initially, but oh, that worked, okay. It is not the same, it's a little sweeter, it's a little bit spicier as well. But it's a really good twist on it. So I really like this one, which is ironic because I didn't initially like Angel Share, although it has grown on me, so now I actually do like it. So I may or may not pick it up. I actually just picked up Kilian Apple Brandy on the Rocks. I really like that Kilian. I think Angel Share would be next because that was the one kind of second in line of that, out of that group that I liked. But this is really good. It's got a really good spicy kick to it. And I think there's gonna be a hard time finding someone who doesn't like it. Like, I'm not a gourmand lover at all, but I really enjoy this. Now, I enjoy it more when I look outside and I'm looking at the foliage and it's a nice brisk day. This is what I reach for. Now also, disclaimer, a lot of these are fall/winter ones. It's just really hard to decide what ends up in the fall list and what ends up in the winter list. I think anytime I see a color like that, that sucker's gonna end up in the fall list next. Now, I don't wanna do all the same brand in a row, so let's kind of switch it up a little. Going to the House of Rasasi, it's Rasasi Satur Wow. This is basically just a spice fragrance. And it's so smooth and honestly really silky. And I really do reach for this a lot in the fall. I think it gets compared to Spice Bomb. I don't think it actually smells like Spice Bomb, but I understand where they're coming from because of the spices in here. It is so smooth, and it's got a good sweetness to it. I feel like, you know, initially I didn't get a lot of sweetness from this guy, but as it kind of, I don't know, macerated, there is this nice, smooth, silky sweetness to it. And it smells so good. And this one is really sexy, to me at least. And I just feel like it's like an elevated scent, and something like if you're gonna wear like a nice sweater like this, nice sweater, you can wear something like this, especially in the evening. I did review this. I reviewed this a while ago, and I actually like it more now than I did then. I think back then I liked it more for layering, but now that the sweetness has kind of come out, I think it works really well on its own, and it's a compliment getter if you care. If you don't, okay, I'm talking to the people that do. Next. This one I reviewed a really long time ago, and within, I don't know how long of the review, the price went up on Amazon, but I think you can get it pretty cheap now from the House of Arnoff. It's Armoff Niche Oud. So, oud's in the name, but this is an ambery fragrance to me. It's really nice. It has just the right amount of sweetness. I don't think it's a super sweet fragrance, but it has just enough. And I think it's also a date night fragrance. It's a really nice one. And again, it's got that color. Of course, I hate making these list longs because there's like 4 or 5 lists coming out, so I'm trying to keep it short. I've reviewed this, look it up. Huge bang for your buck on this fragrance. Next. This one I reviewed kind of recently, but it's really good. From the house of Latafa, it's Latafa Ishq al Shiyuk Silver. I'm not gonna say a whole bunch about this. This is basically their twist on 1 Million Lucky, and it smells really good. Like, I didn't have to look up notes or anything. Once you smell this, you're like, oh wow, 1 Million Lucky. But it has kind of like a different type of fruity note there, but it does the same thing, and it projects and it lasts and it smells so good, and people are gonna love it. It's an easy to wear one, 1 Million Lucky, which also means it is very unisex, because 1 Million Lucky is probably one of the most common men's fragrances that a lot of women like to wear, because it's just like fruit and got that hazelnutty feel. It's really hard to dislike by anyone. It smells really, really good. This doesn't have, there's a little bit more, just a touch more freshness to the opening of 1 Million Lucky, but for the most part, it's in the ballpark, and it's a really affordable price if you can't get 1 Million Lucky, or even if you can. I have 2 bottles of 1 Million Lucky, and I still feel very happy having this in my collection. Next. Okay, so for the rose lovers out there, from the house of Rasasi, because it looks like this is the order we're going in, Rasasi Kasamat Morhaf. Now this one's also a clone fragrance. I believe it's a Xerjoff fragrance that they're cloning. I cannot remember which one, but it is a beautiful Jamie Rose fragrance. And it is very date night or formal occasion worthy, and very unisex. I feel like a lot of Jamie Rose fragrances can be worn by either. I think the only caveat is women would possibly wear it with more, versus for men, this is dressed up. I don't see a lot of situations where you wear it not dressed up. But it smells really good, and the longer I've had it, the more I've liked it. I think my appreciation for rose fragrances is kind of changing, and this is one that I'm always going to keep in my collection. I actually got rid of Epar because it was too sweet, and ironically I might like it now because I've been shifting a little bit in terms of what I like. Anywho, next. Now, since we did Latafa Rasasi, Armaf, Latafa Rasasi, let's go Armaf. This one is a versatile fragrance. I've just been wearing it a lot lately, and we are in fall. So from the house of Armaf, it's Armaf Club de Nuit Untold. There's not a whole bunch to say about this. It is a clone of BR 540. It is much stronger, lasts much longer, at least on me and the people that I've recommended it to. I've recommended this to so many people, and this is one that if you're gonna gift somebody a bottle of something and they like a nice sweet fragrance, this is it. It just smells so good. It's kind of like a sweeter, kind of creamier twist. It's my scent of the day. And it smells really good. Off other people, I've actually gotten like this kind of smoky tobacco vibe, but like a nice smoky tobacco vibe. I don't get it off of my skin, but I've smelled it off other people that have been wearing this, and it smells so good. And because of the extra sweetness in this one versus BR 540, I think it's more appropriate for fall. Next. Okay, let's change the order a little bit. So let's do one from the house of Rayanne. Rayanne, Insurrection 2 Wild. All right, this is a clone of Pure Heaven. It smells really, really good. And this one is a compliment getter for sure. Pretty much anytime I wear it, people compliment it, which I don't hate it, but it smells really good. If you like a sweet tobacco fragrance, yeah, I dig it. I actually feel like this will probably be my scent of the day tomorrow. And now that I'm smelling it, I feel like I haven't worn it in a minute, and it's really good. And really cheap, dirt cheap. I think you can get it under 20 bucks a lot, although inflation has kicked in, I don't know, but I got it for under 20 bucks, a good amount under 20 bucks, a lot of years ago. Next. All right, I feel like we should just knock out this Armaf because you guys already know it's gonna be on the list. From the house of Armaf, it's Armaf Craze. I'm not gonna say a bunch about this, but if you like almond, get it. It's a clone of Pegasus. I don't have Pegasus. I've smelled Pegasus. This smells close to me, very close. And it's a compliment getter. And it lasts really long. I hate the bottle. The bottle's trash. The collar of mine came off and pretty much just stays off. Oh, it's on right now, which is interesting, but it doesn't normally like to stay on there. Most of the time, it just kind of gets stuck. The cap doesn't really click on. You can't really hold it from there, but this little piece has all eroded right here. But you can't deny it smells really good. Again, if you like almond, it's really nice. I like it a lot. I don't own Pegasus because I feel like this is close enough. I own Pegasus Exclusive because I really like that one, but I feel like if you like that almond note, I would check that out next. All right, so let's do the last one that I've done a review of, from the house of Armoth. Again, it's Armoth Prestige Tag, or Armoth Tag Him Prestige. It is supposed to be a clone of 1 Million Intense or something. It's a discontinued one, but if you like anything 1 million-ish, this is it, and it's got a nice powderiness to it. I love this one a lot. I actually wear this one a lot, not always in the fall. Bottle is super tacky, but at least the cap is decent. Sometimes they don't stay on, so a magnet for our muff helps. Although the Club de Nuit caps are good, they click into place. I love this one. I really do. Like, this is really a quality scent, because this one I think you still can get under $20, and it smells so good. I like the 1 Million profile. I like the kind of like sweet powderiness that you're gonna get from it. I think it's so nice on a nice fall day. Dress it up, dress it down. Next. So I don't know if I talked about this one, but anyway, from the house of Lattafa, Lattafa Rums. This is another clone of Ultra Male. And I really like it. It's fruity, it's got some freshness to it, but because it's sweet, I reserve it for transitional seasons. However, I've been wearing it lately, so I feel like it's appropriate to put it in this video. You may see it in the fall again. It's got a little bit of that bubble gumminess. It's just really nice. I think this one, because of like the uplifting vibe of it, it would be a fall day one for me, but I didn't want to leave it out because realistically I am wearing it a lot lately, because this just smells really good. Next. All right, this is the last one. I don't think I've talked about this at all. From the house of Khadlaj, it's Shieka Blue. Now this is supposed to be a clone of Paco Rabanne Phantom. And it's nice. Initially, when I got it in, I didn't care for it at all, but it was also really hot. So lately, now that I'm smelling it again, I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice. So I'm gonna be wearing this one more and more because I like to review them after I've worn them a good amount of time. And with this sweetness, I feel like now I can finally wear it and give it some good wearing. But it was a really cheap one as well, under $25 if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 30, but I don't think so. I think it was less. So if there are any that you didn't see in this video, it's most likely because they're just gonna be on the winter list. If you have any that you think I should check out for winter, comment down below. If there's any of these that you want to tell people what you think about, comment down below. People read the comments, guys. I think a lot of people like to check out the comments to see what people are buying and what people are liking, people's experience with these fragrances, especially the last two, because I really don't think I've talked about either one on this channel. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming back to this channel, because I know I've been gone for a solid minute. Like this video if you liked it. Be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop another video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!